Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Hello?
Is this thing on?
Are we on live?
Hello.
Are we on live for the After the Show podcast?
Why is that so fun?
I don't know. I remember someone sent an email right at the beginning when we did the podcast. Kevin, please stop saying podcast.
Podcast.
Motherfucker, you need to say it like that every time now.
Yeah. And it has. I think the tradition has continued on.
Are you writing an angry email, Virginia? Look, we're on live.
I'm not. It's a sales email, so I'm just sending it to this sales guy, and he's trying to help. I'm trying to help. Everybody's just trying to do the right thing, but damn, there is some confusion going on.
Absolutely.
You know.
Is it possible that I can get out of my sales meeting today? Is that even fucking possible?
It's not possible.
A little something y'all need to know about me.
Yeah.
Bird don't like sales meetings.
Nah. I think you've made that apparent.
He's having a melt fucking down.
Yeah.
Only because I know we have to be there and I got to do all this shit with Chewy.
Bird, leaf in the wind.
Leaf in the wind. Watch out for that leaf in the wind because that motherfucker will smoke it.
It's a pot leaf.
Oh,
Yes.
Come on. We know what you're talking about.
Just chill.
No,
You know what? You're going to go through it. It's going to be fine. I'm going to be your driver.
It's only because of Chewy. That's the only reason why.
We're going to take care of Chewy.
Okay.
We're going to do him first, and then we'll do the sales meeting, and you can have a beer.
Yeah.
Just chill.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm driving you around.
I love it.
I'm your bitch.
Oh, my gosh. I love it. So we missed every email yesterday.
Yes, Lana came in here, and I mean, that thought. She just took over the show, and she was so entertaining that we didn't get to emails.
I'm not walking correctly today because of Lana.
I believe it.
No, I'm not. I pulled something in my ass. I know it sounds like Lana pegged me.
It totally sounds like her act.
Lana pegged you, and you're not frowning.
I woke up so sore this morning. I'm like, what the fuck did I do yesterday?
You gave Suits the most epic lap dance.
I saw that.
He got half hard.
I did not give the lap dance. Lana did. People are like, bring out Lana today. Lana was going to come out today, but then you left. And I'm thinking it might not be the greatest decision to have Denny's doing a show with Lana.
Yeah.
She's a lot to handle.
She's a lot.
You need at least 4 hands on deck to handle her.
Like-
Two hands ain't gonna do it.
I think our awesome peeps in the chat room would like it. I don't know if everybody would love that. The people in the chat room, there are diehards.
Oh, yeah. They like the raunchy
They
stuff.
love it.
All right, looking at some emails. It says, hey guys, this one's from Sarah. You keep saying you're getting hate for Kevin not being there, but I gotta tell you, I love the less structured feel. It keeps me listening more because I know at any time things can turn super juicy or super crazy or super hysterical.
Yeah.
I feel like when Kevin is there, he has to keep things controlled. So he cock blocks some of the fun.
Yeah.
She says, when things start to go off the rails on the regular show, maybe normal listeners don't get it, but I love it.
And that's what I'm wondering. If you were just somebody that kind of intermittently listens to the show, are you like, what the fuck's going on? Although I will say, we didn't have too many crazy fuck-ups. I mean...
She made up a hashtag that I love.
All right.
Hashtag no Kevovember.
Come on. I can't talk shit about Kev. He's not even here to defend himself. We love us some Kevin. But I
do, but
I
it's
do like
funny.
the unstructured part of it. I like when... I do agree with her about keeping people listening longer when you just don't know what the fuck's going to happen. I hate when we do the same bit at the same time on the same day.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Tuesday at 7:30, Facebook fishing. I fucking hate that only because I'll get comments of people saying, I only drive and listen for 20 minutes, and every time I drive and listen, I just get Facebook fishing.
Some people have only heard from the KVJ show that one bit.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, that's bad.
That is very bad, actually. That's bad. And I don't think I've ever loved Facebook
Because
fishing.
that bit ain't that great.
It's really not that great.
That bit shit.
I like the rotation of bits, though. Because like
Yeah.
you
Me too.
said, your average person rides the same time every day to work.
Well, I always try to...
Why would you give him the same meal every day?
You're right.
You're the worst chef ever.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe I'm being selfish or self-absorbed, but I always try to put things in how would I like to do it. And I'm thinking, if I'm listening to a show I like and it's the same fucking segment every time I get in, I'm kind of annoyed with that.
Yeah, I totally understand that.
But it's philosophy.
Sarah goes on to say, and Jason, by the way, go fuck yourself.
You know it.
There it is.
I'm glad that stuck.
That's
It
a
did.
funny one.
It's stuck.
We'll be in
stuck.
public and somebody will yell that to you. Hey,
But-
Jaybird, go fuck yourself.
I can always tell it's nice because I usually have a smile on
Yeah,
it.
it's
Yeah.
done out of love.
It's like a love thing.
It
I love
is.
it.
So fun. This one is from Kailmeen. Ooh, that's a tricky one. It says, thank you guys for doing live shows this week. I enjoyed the show the same as always. It's nice to hear more of Denny's.
It is.
I never heard about bioluminescent plankton before,
Oh,
and I
yes.
enjoyed it.
Well, one of the texts came through. I guess they do local tours where they have a season of bioluminescent algae here in like Fort Pierce, and there's some other place down south too.
So Denny's is an interesting cat in the fact that when we first started, becoming friends, then I really trying to get into be the producer of the KVJ. Remember how much I would tell you about Denny's? I'd say Virginia. This Denny's guy is awesome. Well, he never wanted to be on the microphone. He didn't want to be in front of the camera.
Right.
But you're cursed with you're fucking awesome in front of it. you really are. You're good.
Well,
dude.
I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I'm more made for the behind the scenes, man. I don't like having to put my face on every day.
But you're good.
I hear. I have some stories from my checkered past.
You make our show better.
Well, I appreciate all the compliments. Well, thank you.
You
guys.
make our life better.
That
right,
actually is a true thing. He hates compliments. He gets so
I do. I am not a
uncomfortable.
person who
He
likes to
does.
be complimented.
Me neither. I don't like
I
it.
will
I'm
try
a
to move
person-
on.
Especially when we first were working together, I'd always give him compliments. I could tell he'd noticeably get very uncomfortable.
I'm like, all right, thanks, man.
We good.
Yeah. I don't need the.
I know I'm awesome.
I don't need the pump up. I don't. I just like doing my thing.
This one's from Ashley. It says, Jaybird, you took off the wig and broke the fourth wall.
It got real, motherfucker.
It did. That was a real moment.
She said, that was a twist rivaling Face Off and So Much Blood.
Yeah.
we were talking.
Yeah,
about
we talked
that.
about
We were
the-
like the ending of our podcast yesterday was kind of like So Much Blood.
It was. So much wig.
Yes.
She says, I hope Jerusalem Kev is out there somewhere finding himself, but also, if he reads these emails, he's going to wonder what the fuck is happening to the show this week. Do not play the fight recap tomorrow, though. I think this is from yesterday. It's too deep, and poor Suits will have to bleep out and edit everything. Also, you wanted to know who is right, Jaybird or V. The answer is Denny's for keeping it together all week. Denny's is the real MVP.
Oh, come on.
Thank you.
Denny's.
Bird in Virginia.
That's easy to say.
Yeah.
This one is from Manda. It says, you guys are doing awesome. Even without Jerusalem Kev, your hard work is paying off, and Jaybird, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, people were saying, "Oh man, I feel so bad. You guys did that KVJ hate song. Don't listen to the fuckers." Nah, man, we don't really take the hate.
Yeah, we think it's
seriously.
fun.
I mean, look, if you're gonna do anything publicly, you're gonna always get hate from people. We all know that. The hate song is just something to fill.
Oh, yeah, it's fun.
It's fun.
It is fun. And sometimes people got some funny comments.
People do have some
They do.
funny, hateful comments.
They do.
Sometimes shit gets real. Like, damn, I can't even argue.
This one's from Nicole. It's kind of a touching one. It says, good morning, guys. I wanted to thank you and little smiles. You guys might not know what you did for me and my family 6 months ago, but you donated items at the Jupiter Medical Center after my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. It brightened her spirits so much. I can't thank you enough. Unfortunately for my family, she did pass away, and we are devastated. But my little one is 7 years old and was so close to my mom. It gives me great joy to know that in her final moments, you guys donated those items and brightened her spirits. I was wondering, too, if you can give my daughter a little shout out. She's been super sad about her grandmother's passing. So please, a shout out for Ava.
Ava.
Ava, Ava,
You make sure
Ava.
you don't listen to all of the podcasts. It's pretty filthy.
Ava.
Only this, Ava.
Turn it
This
off.
is it.
New times. Denny, how far into the podcast are we right now?
We are now 9 minutes and 40 seconds.
Okay, so right around 9 minutes, Ava, you can listen for about 30 seconds.
This one's from Christine, and it says, guys, I've been listening since 2001. Every day I drive from Port St. Lucie to Palm Beach, and I spend most of my day in and out of a work truck. You guys make every single day better. I always hear you talk about the After the Show podcast, but I had never listened to it until today.
Wait, was that Lana Day?
Lana brought someone from the regular show to the podcast.
Well then.
Oh, shit.
If she just gets one, we've won the battle
Lana
yeah.
always gets at least just one.
Yeah, sometimes she gets 2
Oh, come on.
at the same time.
That's a lot.
in all areas.
Just so y'all know, Lana loves group fucking.
She
Oh,
loves
yeah.
being like a rotisserie chicken on the spit in front of CR chicks.
Loves it.
Loves it.
She's a big fan of it. She's been she's filmed many times.
I also went on YouTube and I found some videos of the After the Show podcast. OMG. I have to tell you, I have never laughed that much and cried at the same time. I almost drove off the road. Don't do that. Christine, be careful. You guys are hilarious, and I'm never going to miss another podcast again. No matter what the mood I'm in, you guys always make me feel better. And Jaybird, you always make me laugh.
Well, that is a sweet email.
Jaybird, 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 Jaybird.
Bird's a bitch. Bird's a bitch.
Bird's
Bird is a bitch.
Female romper, female romper.
I gotta tell you, I feel good in this romper, and I've also been drinking a little whiskey too.
I
so.
have a feeling that helped.
Dude, I feel like we're all taking a small little mini vacay. It's almost like the last day of school today.
Well, this is like the.
Ugh.
Oh, it's so nice.
Yes,
it
it is
really
nice.
is so nice.
Well, yes.
Here's one from Casey in Milwaukee. I mean, talking about a distance. She said, I listen every day from Milwaukee. In the afternoons, though, after you guys are live, I listen to you on the podcast. That's the way I have to listen. Keep speaking your mind. You guys inspire me to stand up for what I believe in. I love your stories about your families because you're real and you tell the truth. Jay Bird, Bigfoot is real, and I believe. Stay the course and keep being so amazing. I hope you find your love match one day.
That's so funny because I got an email about how I hate when you tell your personal stories. It's not all about you, you dick. I mean, just ripping me up. And you named your dog Chewy. Wasn't that Kevin's dog's name? Why are you stealing Kevin's dog's name? You want to fuck Kevin? Like, really, just over the top. Hates everything personal that I bring to the show.
Yeah.
And then in the same breath, also, can I have tickets to this event? Like, what? Are you fucking kidding me?
Hook a bitch up.
Are you kidding me? You suck, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. Can I have tickets? Sure.
I'd say a lot of the topics is just from taking phone calls, seeing text. Pretty much like anything you bring up a personal story. Half the people are like, Jaybird's dumb. The other half people are like, that's such a great story. It's a lot of topics
Well,
are
fuck half those
very-
people then.
But like right down the middle.
I think half the time I'm dumb.
Yeah. Me too.
Oh, poor sweet Denny's over here. This cat, he's got to clean up all the crazy shit we say, Virginia, and then we'll say a comment, and Denny's has got to deal with it. He gets the craziest phone calls, Virginia.
Politics are stupid and NASA doesn't exist.
Oh,
It's all
those,
a scam.
They definitely get calls if those are uttered on air.
Even if you mention just a political story.
All you have to do is report on the story, and we get 9 calls about it.
I'm sorry.
No, no.
I don't mind. Hey, it's part of the gig.
You have to have people mad. We never try to deliberately make anybody mad, but
No.
you're going to piss people off.
Yeah. It doesn't even really matter what you guys bring up.
Well, I mean, it's a personality thing. It's just certain personalities don't get along with other personalities.
Absolutely.
You're right. This one is from Jenny, and it says, hey, why does Suit's voice sound so horribly like a squeaky cartoon mouse when he does traffic? But then when you have him in studio, he sounds like a normal human being. I like him, but hashtag just not his weird voice.
Yeah, I always wondered why he sounded like a mousy bitch every time he did.
Yeah, what a mousy bitch. No, Suits does.
coming in.
He does the traffic, kind of like a traffic report, and that's what's going on in your traffic.
Squeaky mouse. I mean, my gosh, I never got that before. I
They-
literally, somebody just said my voice was sexy like an hour ago. What the hell happened?
We're talking
50-50.
Welcome to the Thunderdome, bitch.
Who
Yeah.
sent that email?
They love you, they hate you, they want you fucking dead.
let me see that email. Who sent that email?
I'm not telling you.
You're not telling me?
No, it's
I
confidentiality.
have had people ask, why does Suits kind of do the announcing voice on the traffic?
I just, to sound like it's professional. Like, it's kind of like a news voice.
What's your
you know?
radio voice?
I
Yeah.
actually kind of like the old school radio. And that was going on in your traffic. I kind of like it.
This traffic report is brought to you by Schumacher. Is it like squeaky? I don't
Dude, I
know.
mean, it sounds
That's
so
it.
radio.
That is so 1981 radio.
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
It's like
yes.
my specialty right here.
Yeah, you sound like a human right now.
Well, so I think some of it's the processing on the microphones too.
It's a different microphone than the ones we're using because I use a different studio.
Different
Yeah.
when I do
studio
it.
has different different sound.
Well,
It's got
someone,
that bitch sequence.
I'll
in
turn
it.
that
Mousy
off.
bitch.
Mousy bitch setting.
someone sent in a comment today. It's so nice to hear Denny's not on marijuana and talk normal. Just to let you all know, Denny's does not get high at work. Denny's is extremely
No.
responsible and probably the hardest worker in the building.
I take my job very seriously. Even at events, I won't start drinking until I get my stuff done.
Well, me and Denny's had a talk before you actually got on the air, and the whole thing was sometimes when you say you smoke pot, people want to use that and tear you down and say, "Oh, you're lazy, and you can't do that, and you're not doing that." And Denny's is the farthest thing from that.
Anytime like there's an issue with the podcast, the texts roll in. They're always like, "Denny's, quit smoking pot and put the podcast up." A lot of the times it's because I had to go shoot a video with Kevin or something that I put the podcast up late.
Yeah, people want to know: do you smoke at work?
No, I definitely do
No.
not smoke at work. But at my house, I smoke a shit ton.
I think we all knew that answer.
Man, so everybody's got their way of decompressing, but nothing cuts out the peripheral voices like a little marijuana. I'm sorry, man. They take a lot of the extremity thoughts out, which is great if you're trying to decompress.
All right, this email is from Sarah from Twitter.
Oh, we love Sarah.
Our biggest cheerleader for cocktails and karaoke.
She is awesome. We've talked when she comes to cocktails and karaoke. She makes the event better. Her and her
Oh,
friends.
She
always.
does, and she always rolls up with like 10 new fun people.
No,
Totally.
we love
Every
people like
time.
Sarah. She's awesome.
So she's got a crazy teacher story, and she says, Denny's, you may know this teacher because you graduated from the same high school as Sarah.
Yes, we did.
Mr. Keydash?
I don't know if I know Mr.
Did you
Keydash.
actually go to school with Sarah?
We're in different graduating classes, but same school.
Okay.
Well, apparently Sarah and Keydash didn't get along. She says the final straw that broke the camel's back to me was when he would put his foot up on my desk, put his hands in the front of his pants along the belt line like Al Bundy, and thrust his hips back and forth as he was giving his whole lesson. And when I finally got sick of it and requested to be moved from that desk that he was on, he wrote me up and sent me to the dean's office for disrupting the class. Not only did he write me up, but of course, he had to make a big production out of it. He wrote out the referral, rolled it up, and acted as if I was on Survivor. And by that, I mean he used his hand to snuff the top of the rolled referral, acting as if I was having my torch put out and I was voted off of his island. What a dick. Needless to say, the dean granted my request to be removed. I will see you guys at Blue Martini. Love Sarah.
Sarah's got a great voice too. She does Whitney Houston and nails it.
She does. She can sing.
That's such a good song.
That is so. I did not realize how much I love that Whitney Houston song. I want to
It
dance with
immediately
somebody.
gets me in a good mood.
That makes me want to fucking do the butterfly. I'm like, oh yeah.
well, bird's a bitch. Bitches like all that. Bitches like Celine. Bitches like Whitney.
I loved Whitney growing up. Oh man, Whitney was one of my favorites.
The goods.
She did a song back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember it, but it was about abortion, and I didn't realize it was about abortion. It's called Miracle. It's such a good song. And then you're like, oh shit, it's kind of heavy.
Thanks for bringing the room
Yeah.
down.
It's a good song though.
Here, let's sing
Yeah.
it at cocktails and karaoke.
Hey, this one's going out to all the aborted babies.
Oh, jeez. Jeez. All right, do we got more emails?
We'll have
Is
Kevin,
that too rough for you?
we'll have Kevin take that
A little
email.
scratchy on the edges. Try to swallow that pill.
Yeah.
This one's from Jane in Fort Lauderdale. Good morning, guys. I love the show. I listen all the time. Especially loved the last time Kevin was out of town and you guys had the Tequila Casamigos party.
We had the Jameson party yesterday.
Yeah, I mean,
You guys were hilarious, and I went out and purchased some Casamigos because of you. You have to check and see if their numbers are up here locally. If you think that is good tequila, you're wrong. It tastes awful. Well, I mean,
I didn't like it either.
normal tequila tastes 10 times worse.
Yeah,
Casamigos was real smooth compared to Patron.
I totally
awful.
agree.
It all
I think
sucks.
tequila in general is rough,
Right.
but I do like that
the
Casamigos.
Casamigos was better.
Do you like Jameson, Virginia?
No, I
Remember,
do
you
not.
did a shot a few times with us, and man.
I don't
one-
like Jameson.
Do one with me, and I will Uber us to the sales meeting. Do one. But fuck it. You're going on vacation. Let's have some fucking fun around here. You're going away for a few
All right,
days.
look, all right.
Oh shit. We got the witch involved. These motherfuckers go until
You guys are
noon.
gonna end up at the racetrack.
I love it. Vicious meat.
They outlawed dog racing.
Did they win?
Yeah, it was one of the amendments. Don't no
Really?
more racetrack.
Hold on.
I always talked about going to the track.
You didn't
and
know that?
No.
Yeah.
What?
I wonder what's going to happen to the Palm Beach Kennel Club because
22 hours ago?
the amendment that was on there to outlaw dog racing passed.
It was 22 hours ago.
What are you, a 9-year-old? Come on, get a little bit more in there.
That's good. That's good, Bird.
That's crazy.
Hashtag Virginia's a bitch.
All right, Lyft is on the bird, and I'll even get us some pancakes, whatever you want, Mama.
Pancakes. Nothing sounds sexier than drunk pancakes in the back of a lift.
Baby, you want some
Fucking
pancakes?
dirty lift with dog hair in it, like most of them are. Yeah, let's have some pancakes.
I don't know if pancakes.
And a mean buzz.
I don't know if pancakes in the middle of the day with a whiskey buzz is the best move.
It's not.
Good point. Good point. Hey, Delicious V with some balls up in here,
Goodbye, Palm Beach Kennel Club.
wearing her 1940s jailhouse dress. I love it.
Oh, jailhouse rock.
Yeah, there's some old school Elvis that really I have a hard time with.
By the way, Denny's hates Elvis.
No, I'll let it be known there's a couple songs I like by Mr. Elvis, but yeah, so I had a buddy.
Don't be.
I hate Jameson.
You didn't finish it?
No, I'm working on it.
Virginia's a bitch. Virginia. I actually kind of feel weird saying that.
I am a bitch. I'm full on being a bitch right now because it's burning my tits. I can feel it on the inside of my tits. Sorry.
Sometimes you just gotta go for it.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Pump me up.
Fish is V. Fish is V.
What?
Fish is
2,
V.
1.
Fish is V. Yeah! Mama. Whoa.
Pancakes!
Pancakes. Poopy crap.
All right, now I need a beer. I mean, this is just spiraling.
Now you gotta get a beer. I mean, nothing goes better with a whiskey than a beer.
I fucking love it. We got her, Denny's. We got her.
Also, on the ballot, they
Denny's,
outlawed.
we're talking ballots.
Well, they outlawed vaping indoors in businesses.
Yes.
I knew that was gonna happen.
I knew that was gonna happen
went
too.
I went to a shop yesterday. I'll say my girlfriend Liz that owns Consigned Couture. She is one of my most fun friends.
She's awesome.
She's a partier. She's fun.
great.
She's positive. Bitch loves vaping and she loves the dog track. And she was literally like, "What the fuck? In 24 hours, they took away 2 of the things I love the most." I mean,
Well,
she loves to vape and she loves to go to the track and let it ride.
So I do too love the track, and I was always sold a bill of goods that they keep the dogs. And the dogs love it, and they're in such great shape, and they live like kings and queens, and
Who told you that?
It's
Dude,
polarizing.
So many
'Cause
people
some
told me
people
that.
say
In the
that.
dog world, they did.
Some people say that, and then some people say the exact
I've heard
opposite.
the opposite.
That they beat the dogs, they keep them in cages
Well,
24 hours or 23 hours a day.
There was a major
I
scandal.
don't know. I have no idea what
Yeah.
the truth is because I'm not in that world.
But they were giving, this is a true thing, they were actually at one point, and I'm not saying the kennel club here locally, but just in general, they were giving dogs cocaine.
Lucky dogs.
Jeez. I mean, hey, if you're gonna have to.
Hey, you give me a little bit of that, I'll run faster too.
Yeah, those dogs be running.
Jameson hits
Try to
you real-
catch me, bitch.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna catch me.
Jameson hits quick.
Bet you I run around this building 3 times in the time it takes you to read the next email.
By the way, Virginia's my chaperone for this sales meeting today.
This is great.
She's filming me.
I mean, this is the definition of going off the rails.
I love it. This is
No
this
better
is-
day.
This was the right move, Vicious.
It was.
Cheers. I cracked a
Cheers.
beer.
Yeah, the other thing about the vaping thing, though, I remember when you were vaping so much in your room to the point where other people saw you vaping, and you kept it cool because you're in your one room.
I was trying not to get it outlawed.
But I saw all these other motherfuckers seeing Denny's openly vaping there. They were walking in the lobby vaping, and I told Denny to go, your vaping privileges are about to go bye-bye.
Because they got too.
People
brazen.
were walking around the hallways vaping.
They got too bold.
They're brazen and bold.
You know what broke the straw here? Was Elizabeth
Broke the camel's back.
broke the straw. Yeah, broke the camel's back.
Denny's, you drinking whiskey?
I'm
You
just-
high right now?
Yeah, just a contact high from you guys. Our boss went in because somebody told her that they couldn't get a hold of one of the studios over there. So the receptionist, who I only worked here for a little bit, told Elizabeth to go get
Our boss.
our boss to go get the person from the studio. Well, she walks in there, and it's one of our employees, and he was blowing massive clouds, not answering the phone.
Oh.
And she was so mad. She's like, no more vaping in this building.
Yeah, she did.
Can you blame her?
No,
mean,
that's
no.
such a bad move.
You aren't doing your job, and you're vaping, and you're not even being like discreet about it.
no.
Vapors
You
gotta.
literally ruined it for everybody.
Vapors gotta. They gotta realize when you blow out. We get that it's not real smoke or whatever, but
It is real
for
smoke.
people who don't vape and you're blowing that shit around.
I don't believe the whole thing. It's water vapor.
No, I
It's
don't either.
actually real smoke when I walk through it and I go, fuck, what was that?
Fucking lung juice. Yeah, if I have to go, fuck, what was that? That's lung juice,
Yeah.
and that's gross.
And it's in my hole. It's in my hole. It's in my nose hole and my mouth hole.
As
Yeah.
long as it's not in your butthole. Although there are videos, Virginia.
Oh, Lana loves vaping her butt.
Come on. Lana spelled backwards, as we found out yesterday. I swear to you.
You didn't know?
No.
Bullshit.
I didn't. But Lana does love.
Yeah, something tells me that was the subconscious.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, Jane from Fort Lauderdale goes on to say, sorry, we got a little sidetracked. Anyway, on the show this morning, I heard Virginia say she's still recovering and had stitches. What happened? So when I had my mommy makeover 20 months ago, I had an allergic reaction to surgical tape, and all of my scars were like pink and
Inflamed, right?
raised. No, they weren't inflamed. They didn't hurt.
All right.
They just didn't look pretty. And you know me, I'm all about let's look pretty. So I had something called a scar revision surgery where the surgeon, my amazing doctor, Dr. Rankin, he went back in there and he took out all the bad scars and sewed it back together and did not put surgical tape on it this time. We're just letting it heal on its own. And they're going to heal like invisible lines almost. Just like amazing. Scar revision surgery is a big thing. If you have scars that you hate on your body that are raised or discolored, you can have them cleaned up and made look so less prominent.
Question: what if somebody here, for an example, what if somebody worked with someone and they shot their coworker with a paintball and it hit their nut and their dick?
And this is purely hypothetical.
Hypothetical,
Well-
and there's a scar on their private area from a fucking paintball gun. Could they get that lowered down?
I personally fancy myself an expert when it comes to scars and scar revision surgery.
What? Scar version.
Hold on, I got a drink.
Drink. Yeah, if you stutter, you must drink.
So, I mean, to really give my proper analysis, can I see the affected area and hold it in the palm of my hand?
I mean, if you want to see my dong, you can. But so when
I thought it was the balls.
no, so what happened when
You get one with the other.
So we got two issues going on. Back when I was playing softball, I was playing in a softball's men's league like 10 or 12 years ago, and a dude came up. I was playing shortstop, and he slid into second base with metal cleats right into my crotch area.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, I wasn't wearing a cup and I wasn't wearing underwear, and he cut. I'd have to go to the hospital, but it gave me a little scar. And then when we did the paintball thing, you shot me in the same exact spot, but my peen was hanging down over my nut. So you literally got nard and peen all in the same
Nard and
shot.
nut.
And it caused a small scar. Can I get that taken care of?
Can you put it on KVJ TV?
I don't. What's the rules on that? I
No,
would
you
never
can't.
do
You
that.
can't.
Oh, never.
I mean, it sounds fun, but it's one of those fantasies,
Yeah.
girls. I guess we'll all just have to keep it as a fantasy.
But can they help with that?
Absolutely.
Really?
But I don't know if you should care about that.
Yeah.
I mean,
peen scar?
a scar on your peen, a scar on your balls. Not a lot of people see that in the light of day.
That's true. I mean,
Get some candlelight.
there's not a lot
Nobody's
of.
gonna see your
You're
scar.
right. You're right. It's not like there's a spotlight on my dick all the time.
No.
Yeah,
I mean,
now if you're on stage with your dick out, then I'd say, yeah, get that thing
If I was
fixed.
a porn star.
which, I mean, if this radio thing don't work out, it's not out of the question.
Oh, there's a lot of buzz in the small penis community.
I think people would pay to see you do porn. If we got fired and you decided to do porn, I think people would absolutely pay for a Jaybird subscription channel where you just hear me out before you reject it. He's like guffawing it. Hear me out. 24/7. All it is a camera in the bird's crib where it's a switcher going from room to room wherever the bird is when he's there, and you just see what he's up to. Maybe he's fucking. Maybe he's making eggs. Maybe he's drinking on the sofa. Maybe he's smoking in the living room. It's just a 24-hour watch the bird. I guarantee you, if you make it affordable, you would instantaneously have at least 500 subscribers.
I mean, I honestly say I have not had sex in
And
a
I'd like to
minute.
be your agent.
I haven't had sex in a minute.
You eventually will break.
I will. Yeah,
You eventually need to get your fuck back on.
Of course, without a doubt, Bird needs to get his fuck back.
As we discussed on yesterday's show, you may be taking a little bit too long to recover.
Yeah.
Possibly. Look, I'm
Get back
hearing
in
you.
there. Get that shit wet.
I'm hearing you. Get that shit.
Get back in there.
Get it wet. That's coming. That's coming from the woman on the show.
It's calling you. J-Bird.
Yeah, if you wait too long, you'll turn into a werewolf where you wake up and you're like, what have I done?
And
'Cause
then
you
you'll
just
end
lost
up
your
getting
mind.
drunk
Yeah.
and
Hooking up.
coyote uglied.
Totally.
And that's not good for anybody.
No, you are. You are.
You got to do
absolutely
this
right.
smart.
No, you're right.
Do it
The
smart.
next hookup you have with the next beautiful lady you take can't be a drunk situation.
Oh no.
You got to do this shit right.
No.
Because it's been too long, you sexual camel. When you finally do, you're going to explode on this poor girl.
Oh, jeez.
Don't hit her in the face, you'll blind her.
Do you need another shot? A small one?
No, I'm good.
Like a-
That Jameson just does not settle with me.
10 seconds, go.
Ready.
Chuck it.
And 9, 8.
We're at 8 seconds. Because you didn't
got
really
me.
necessarily want to
Pussed out of that. Well, I'm chugging a porter.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
What's the percentage of this?
That is a 9. That's a
What?
9.
We got a sales meeting.
I know.
Fuck it. I think the deal's done.
The deal's done.
All right.
We're going into this meeting. I mean, we're just the closers. We're the
Yes.
fluff. Everybody's happy already.
Love it.
These people love you. So we're going to walk into this, and it's going to be just a little shaking hands, sealing the deal.
Shaking hands,
Kissing hands and shaking babies.
making babies.
Do not mix those up.
Making babies.
Making babies.
Yeah,
What kind of meeting is this?
Yeah.
You okay?
I just drank a big shot of a porter. Oh.
It's not a porter. It's an IPA.
It's a double
They said I was
IPA.
drinking a
She's
porter.
got a porter.
I've got a porter. You've got a double IPA that's stronger than my porter.
What is it?
I've got a 6.2. You've got a 9 or a 10%.
It's a 9.5.
9.
I'm chugging 9.5?
Yes.
That's right.
Chugging 9 to 5.
Like, hell yeah.
What a way to make a living, building, staying alive. They're all taking, I'm all giving.
Never lose a head.
I gotta brush up on my parting.
What? You're not down with Dolly?
No, I love me some. I just haven't listened to her in a long time.
You know what Dolly Parton's song I love? Do you remember a song that goes, "Here we go again"?
Yes.
Oh, gosh. If we were actually allowed to play music on our podcast.
You want 9 seconds of it?
No.
Are we up to 9
Let me
seconds?
pull
No,
up the
we're only-
lyrics. 'cause
we're only up to
the
3.
lyrics to that song are amazing.
The here I go
I go again.
again.
Yeah.
You broke my heart, and I'm so fucking devastated. She's just so brokenhearted. I
She's a
love,
good songwriter.
I love me some brokenhearted songs.
Yeah, they make you feel.
They do. You can be. You don't have to be going through something to appreciate a broken-hearted song.
I think a lot of people try not to feel. So when something makes them feel, it kind of like they're like, nah, let's put something. You turn your brain off.
What makes you feel, Denny's?
Heavy songs, man. I'm a big. So I'm like you in a sense. I won't necessarily put on some sad ass shit before going out or anything, but I definitely listen to a lot of sad music.
Shit that's like, oh man, I like what this motherfucker's talking about. I can get it.
Yeah, I like my music to be profound.
I'm with you.
If it can be catchy, it's got a cool riff and it's profound. I mean, you can't really ask for anything better in a
but
song.
you also like catchy songs that the lyrics
Absolutely.
aren't that profound.
It depends
Okay.
on what mood you're in.
We got the words wrong. Shocker.
Here we go.
Here you come again.
Oh, Denny's very dirty.
Let's
Come again?
sex it
Okay.
up. Here you come again. Just when I've begun to get myself together, you walk right in the door, just like you've done before, and I wrap my heart around your little finger. Here you come again.
I love it.
Just when I'm about to make it work without you,
Going.
you look into my eyes
Yeah.
and lie those pretty lies. And pretty soon I'm wondering how I ever came to doubt you.
All you gotta do is just smile, a little smile.
And there go all my defenses.
Well, we should stop this bit because it's our fault. love it.
Acapella sucks.
It does.
Thank
It's so
you,
much fun.
YouTube.
You got to nail it to do. So let's go. Let's try. Let's harmonize. So I'm gonna go low. You go lower, and then
I'll go
Denny goes
higher.
high. Okay. So I'll start it off. How do I say goodbye
to what we had today?
I can't remember the fucking words.
Okay, first thing we got to do is get the lyrics on point.
And we gotta pick a song a
song
little
that's not about-
easier.
Pick a song that's not bad.
That's not about death. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Pick something a little easier.
Regroup.
Oh, I know a song.
Here you come again.
Just like you said, I'm gonna go fuck your mother.
Dolly.
Do you, how about a little bit, I know your eyes in the morning sun.
I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. And the moment that you wander far from me, I wanna feel you in my arms again. And you come to me like a summer breeze. Keep me warm in your love and it's softly me. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn. 'Cause we're living in a
You guys are so high.
Oh, man, that's fucking
I
great.
love that song.
God, I love that song.
God, I love me some
fucking
Bee Gees.
love that song.
BG's rule.
That
And
gets
so-
me in the mood.
And so many people hate that song. I don't get it. It's a fucking
Why?
jam. I don't know, Denny's. Some people just want to say the world burn.
God, it's such a good song.
If you don't love the Bee Gees, then you don't love us.
Oh,
Yeah.
draw that line in the sand. I'm behind it.
That's definitely a drunken song when we're like heading
For
back.
us.
For us?
this-
For our
For,
little, yeah.
for the VJD show?
That is our
That's a common
drunk,
one.
Yes.
Fucked up. Oh, we're fucked up, and let's sing the Bee Gees.
Yeah.
Let's sing
I
our
feel-
hearts out.
I feel bad for every Uber driver.
Oh, ever that has dealt with us.
And Panda and sometimes sober listeners drive us home.
Yes.
No, I
and
really feel bad for Panda because that motherfucker is the most sober person I've ever met, and we are not.
and he's a sweetheart, too.
He is.
He puts up with so much shit.
So much shit.
So much shit. Sorry, Panda. I love you.
We love you, Panda.
You have a rad cock.
Oh, we're so rad.
I think it's bitching.
Oh my gosh, I love Pandas.
Bitching dick.
I love his cock. What can I say? That's Lana talking.
All right.
You better watch
They've
Panda.
merged.
You better watch Panda around Lana because she loves to try to suck off married men.
I will fuck up that bitch. I will cut her from her toes to her nose.
Oh, damn.
Step up, Lana. Step up. I'll gut you like a fish.
You know what Lana spelled backwards? Be careful, girl.
Panda don't get down with the anal.
He don't.
No.
Okay, if Panda wanted to get down with the anal, would Vicious V allow the anal canal to be, I don't know, invaded?
Invaded like a stormtrooper.
Like a country.
If Panda, let's say Panda's like, Virginia, I'm so about butt stuff. I just wanna, I wanna lick it. I wanna stick it. What are your thoughts about that?
Look, if Panda loves it and he needs it, I'm going to give it to him.
Vicious V, Vicious V.
But that being said, it's not my first choice to get down.
You're not going to bring it up to him.
I'm not saying, oh, Panda, take me in the ass. That is not going to be the first words you hear.
Okay, and I'm not even kidding. There's going to be at least two guys that isolate that audio. Panda, fuck me in the ass, and they're gonna use it as a ringtone.
They're going to isolate your audio saying it and make it a ringtone.
But Panda's not down.
No.
Okay.
Panda is not down. He doesn't ever ask for that, so Mama's not offering.
Yeah.
You don't go to McDonald's and ask for Mexi Melt?
Yeah, you're right.
Interesting analogy.
Yes. I liked it.
That's funny.
This one is from Michelle, and this email says, calling my husband out, guys. Yesterday was my birthday. My husband was off from work and did absolutely nothing for me. I feel like crap. Last year, he cooked me dinner and bought me a cake and flowers. I was perfectly fine with that. It was great. The only thing that I had planned yesterday was to go to dinner with my family. I've explained to him before how birthdays are important to me, and this still happened. He's so unthoughtful. I just don't understand how he could stay at home all day knowing it was my birthday. Who does that? And of course, he asked me what was wrong, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want to argue.
That's the problem.
I am very easy to please, and I don't ask for a lot. A little something would have been nice.
You should have said something. You need to say something. You still need to say something.
Here's the problem, and I think, so many girls, myself included, I am lumping myself in with you, Michelle. I do the same thing. If something is bothering me, I don't want to fight. I don't want drama in my house. I don't want to make my husband feel bad. Even though he's made me feel bad, I don't want to make him sad. But here's the problem. That's going to build, and there's going to be animosity behind it, and you're going to carry this into Christmas when he gives you a shitty Christmas gift, and then you're going to carry this into Valentine's when he fucks up on Valentine's Day, and you're going to explode at Easter
when he's like, hey, pass the ketchup, fuck you!
And you might stab him with a fucking trinket on the table or the knife or whatever is closest to you.
The smallest thing will make you erupt because of all of that shit.
Exactly. So this is what I would say to you, and this is what I struggle with myself, but, those who can't do, teach. I would say to you, sit him down in a non-confrontational setting and say, hey, I just want to tell you something about my feelings. You don't come at him. You don't accuse him. You don't make it about what he did wrong. You make it about your feelings on your birthday. You make it about you, not him.
But Kay Jacobs in the chat room's got a very good point. People aren't mind readers. They can't fix it if you don't tell them. You gotta
tell them. You really do have to tell them. And if you don't tell them, a lot of these men will never figure it out, because here's the deal. Men aren't programmed like we are. Men don't think about all these little things like frivolous birthday stuff and making a woman feel. Some do.
They do.
Some do.
I don't think it's a gender thing. It's a personality thing.
No, I think some men just don't have that in them naturally. Kevin Ralston, for example, does not have it in him naturally. He struggles to find it, and he wants to find it. He knows he needs it, but it doesn't come naturally. So if you are with somebody that it doesn't come naturally to, you kind of have to train that person like you would train a dog, like you would train somebody to give you what you need in the relationship. I was listening yesterday, and I'm going to California tomorrow.
California
knows how to party.
That's the wrong song.
California.
No, that's California knows how to party. California
knows how to party. In the city of Compton. We keep it rockin'. We keep it rockin'. Well, welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West.
Motherfuckers in this. We know we love
Elliot
the West.
Ness. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm going to California tomorrow, and I'm going to see our old intern, Annabelle, and I'm so excited to see her. She's got her own podcast. She's doing amazing. She's getting
You going to be on it?
I'm going to be on it.
Oh, that's cool. Have her fucking share.
We will.
Get her listeners involved with ours.
Yes.
Please.
We're going to cross-promote, and that is just a given. I'm so excited to be with her, and I love this girl so much.
Tell her I said hello, please.
I will. And so I was listening to her podcast yesterday. She does a podcast every week, and she had, who John Fugelsang is?
Yeah.
Okay. Love this guy. He's so in tune with his masculinity and also in tune with how to please a woman.
For people who don't know who that is, can you let them know who that John guy is?
He's a comedian. He does his own show on Sirius XM. He's been in the game for many, many years. He's my age, so he's been doing it for a while.
So he's old as fuck.
He's old as fuck. But he's smart as fuck. This guy, he does a weekly, everyday show every week on Sirius XM, Monday through Friday. I mean, you can hear John spitting a lot of political stuff that I don't get into. But when he starts talking about relationship stuff, it touches me. And if every guy could be like John Fugelsang, we would never have issues between men and women, because the whole thing that men are from Mars, women are from Venus, we speak different languages. He breaks it down for men that they could understand how to deal and make their woman happy.
If every guy was like John Ferguson and with the on the same
Easy
breath,
for you to say.
same breath, if every woman was like Virginia Sinicki,
There you go.
we would be
Fucked. So
I knew where
fucked.
that was going.
So I'm going to quote to you something that John Fugelsang said yesterday on Annabelle's podcast.
Get it.
And I texted her immediately when I heard this because it moved me so much.
All right, let's see. Let's see if this text can move me and Denny's.
I hope it does.
All right.
But if it doesn't, I understand.
Should we be honest and?
This is for the girls.
Okay.
But just listen with an open ear.
So you're talking to Lana.
I'm talking to Lana.
All right.
If you are a gentleman and you make a woman feel loved and safe and beautiful all day long, you can have as exciting of a sex life as you want. She will do anything to please you.
With that said,
Yeah, that's true.
Again, not trying. I agree with that.
It's so big because I don't think that guys a lot of times realize that. Like, we want to please. That's what
sure.
women do. We are pleasers. We are caretakers. We are nurturers. But we got to feel safe, beautiful, and loved.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
And if we feel those three things, we will suck your dick till Tuesday.
Can I counter that though? Because I completely agree with what you're saying.
Counter means you want to argue.
No, well, we do a fucking talk show. It's kind of what we do. Never mind. Virginia, you are right. You are awesome. Whatever you say is great.
I'm just saying,
What
like,
what I'm saying
for
is
girls.
I get that, but on the other end, guys and girls need each other, and they both need to speak the same kind of communication. I agree with what you're saying. With that said, ... Question point. No, girls also need to be supportive and not nag. And also, I mean, what I'm saying is, guys should do some certain things, and girls should do some certain. It's not just guys have to shape up. Both parties have to be in the relationship together and completely fulfill.
Okay, so taking that, which
See what I'm saying?
I'm going to take it.
All right.
If a guy needs to make a woman feel loved and safe and beautiful, what does a girl need to make a guy feel?
Okay, so I completely agree, and I think that's the best thing. I think guys should make their girls feel safe.
Agreed.
I think guys should protect their girls.
And
I
they
think
should make
that's
them feel beautiful.
For some reason, there's a narrative with some outlets that, guys should not protect the woman they love. They absolutely should. But with that said, ... No, I'm just kidding.
What does a girl need to do to make her guy happy?
Support, for sure. Totally letting the person know that they're doing a good job if they're doing a good job. Being honest with them and not holding on to things that don't matter. Now, we got into a debate earlier this week about things that don't matter, about like Panda taking out the trash.
It matters.
No, it does matter. But hear me out, though. Like, I just heard you out for 30 minutes. It does matter in the moment. And some people, the critiques that I got were birds just saying, who cares about people's feelings? I want you to have your feelings. If Panda's not taking out the trash and that bothers you, you're allowed to have your feelings. I totally agree with that. You need to express your feelings. What I'm saying is when it comes to certain things in relationships, there's a lot of shit that in the moment it seems like it's a big deal, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big of a deal. I think you should address it. I think you should give your opinion, but I also think you need to move on and not hold people in the doghouse for just stupid reasons, just to hold someone in the doghouse. My whole thing is not guy or girl or just girls or guys. It's relationships. Guys are going to do weird things. Girls are going to do weird things. Girls are going to do some things that guys do. Typically, and guys are going to do things girls do. Everyone's different. This whole idea that guys are this way and girls are that way, it's true, sort of, but we're way more layered than that as humans.
I agree with you. I think you're totally right about speaking up, but do it in a non-confrontational
Yes.
way.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's something that I really struggle with. So, like, if I see that Panda hasn't taken in the trash and the recycle bins, so recycling comes on Thursday, trash comes on Thursday. Sometimes it'll be like Friday night and this stuff is still out in front of the garage. And instead of saying something to him, I'll do it myself, but I'll be like, that motherfucker, I'm just taking these fucking things
Let me
in
ask you a
myself.
question.
I'm grabbing both these bins, I'm bringing them in. Then I'm mad.
Okay.
And then I calm myself down when I'm in the kitchen. I'm like, okay, get yourself together. Don't say anything. Just try to be nice. But that's not the right way to handle
Question.
it.
Let me ask you that. Have you ever, and I'm sure you have because it's become an issue on the air because you've brought it up before, but when something like that happens with a panda, do you ever, as Virginia, go sit down in this calm way you're talking about with no drama and making him feel bad? Kevin, you call him by his first name. Listen, I love you. I think you're awesome. We're in this together. It really bothers me so fucking bad when you do not take out the trash. I love you. I don't think you're a bad person for not taking out the trash, but just so you know, when I come home and I don't see the trash is done, it really, really bothers me. It is such a major, major pet peeve in our relationship that I fucking want to strangle you.
I've said it.
I love you. I love you. I love you. You said that before?
Yeah.
And he doesn't do it?
Well, here's what happens. He's real good for like 3 months because he's scared.
Reset him.
I gotta reset.
Reset. If you reset
And
him
that's
like
what
that,
the thing is. I gotta let go of this thing inside of me that says, once I tell you what to do, you need to just do it.
Yeah.
because there's
But
other
that's
things.
not how the male mind works sometimes. He gets distracted. He has other things going on. And he's not meaning to be malicious.
And I'm not trying
Yeah.
to make you mad when I say this at all. So please don't take this the wrong way.
Don't make me hit you.
So equally on, because I've seen it, you do shit with Panda that's not cool for Panda. So when you get, as a person like me over here, hearing you bitch about the trash and all that thing, I'm like wow, she's
what?
really...
What do I do? I'm
Well,
perfect.
Okay.
Go.
Okay, yeah. For example, Panda's been, dealing with Rocco all day, and he's going to pick up your drunk ass, and I've dealt with before. You're not the easiest to deal with sometimes. He's sober. He's now, as a sober person, has to deal with a very drunk person. That shit ain't easy to deal with, and that can get annoying. All I'm saying when I defend Panda, when you come at him about the trash thing, all I'm saying is you're not so innocent with the shit you do either, and that's all I mean by that, as nobody's innocent.
You're right.
I'm not innocent when I'm dating somebody. I got my own flaws.
You're right.
But when you go in on Panda, like, fuck Panda and the trash and all that.
I would never say fuck Panda.
I know, but it makes it sound like Panda is not doing his shit. And I think Panda is actually a very good husband.
Yes,
and
he is.
And there's parts of it, I don't know if you're coming on the air just to get a topic going, to get people fired up. Because, you're just trying to get some shit to talk about. Because I got crucified about that, the Panda trash thing, only because, Virginia feels that way in the moment. I get it. You can feel the way you feel.
A guy in a donut onesie definitely should know about feelings.
I'm just saying, it can go both ways. He doesn't take out the
Absolutely.
trash.
You're right.
You're a fucking lush. I'm just kidding. That was
What
a
do
joke.
I know?
That was a joke.
I
don't think you're a
know.
lush.
I can be an absolute terror to deal with on the weekends.
So I try
Absolutely.
to explain that not in a dicky way.
All right, so every time I see the trash, I'm going to think, drunk Virginia.
Well, all I'm saying
But
is
then
that...
I suppress.
No, you
And I
shouldn't.
don't say anything.
No, you should say something to
Yeah,
him.
say it then.
Tell
Don't let it
him,
build.
Panda, this bothers me. But when I was talking about the deathbed thing, on your deathbed, when you are dying, are you really going to give a flying fuck about whether Panda took out the trash or not? And that's all I was saying.
I feel like I will.
And people are like, fuck, Bird, you've never been in a relationship.
You never been on a deathbed?
You don't fucking know.
Why don't you get on one now?
Okay, are you mad at me right now?
No. I'm not mad at you. I was mad at you 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I was mad at you 2 days ago. Fuck you.
I probably wanted to shiv you.
I did not want to shift you. I was confused about your anger, but we don't have to get into that again. Because I do love you at the end of the day.
I love you too, but Bird's a bitch.
And hashtag Virginia's a very beautiful woman.
Oh.
You go high or
Fight fire with marshmallows.
You go low, girl. We gotta stop tearing other women down.
No,
Stop these women wars.
When they go low, we go lower.
Boom.
This is the KV fucking J show.
Man, it's so weird. People do not like the whole on your deathbed. People don't like that shit for some reason.
But it's very profound. Maybe it scares motherfuckers because they realize all this stuff's not going to matter.
Well,
And some people, drama is their life. If you take away the drama, then
What do you have?
What is
that's
there?
a good point. It's a very good point. I'm not coming from a place of judgment.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying on your deathbed, there's a lot of shit you worried about that's not going to matter. That's the overall genuine?
You meant to say genital, right?
That's the overall genital statement is what I meant.
Genital.
Don't you love when whiskey people get deep?
Shot.
Unicorn.
Oh my God, you're a Jameson unicorn.
Jameson unicorn. How's that never been?
Jamacorn.
That has to have been done, right?
Jamacorn.
No, it's never been done, Denny.
No, it's never been done. How dare you, Denny?
Sales meeting. Sales.
I don't even get a chance.
I got you. You're fine.
I love it.
I got
I
you.
get my protection.
I am your bouncer. Okay, this one's from Joshua Pennington, who, if
is my
Jay Bird's
guy.
out sick, we're calling this guy
is my
in.
guy.
Joshua Pennington.
I love this guy.
He says, long story short, I always wanted to be in the Army and be a police officer. I enlisted during junior year, and my life plan was in action. But sadly, I got injured and had to leave the Army. Damn.
Yeah, damn, dude.
Fuck.
This porter's returning on me. He says, my marriage fell apart and no longer had the option of being a police officer. My injuries have forced me to go from being very active to more sedentary, but also made me go to school and get a degree. I now work with law enforcement, supporting the officers. Okay. That is how you turn a negative into a positive.
Absolutely.
The smart Pennington. He says, on another note,
I don't know why that was so
Is
funny.
that an insult? I think it's a fucking insult. I guess I'm the dumb Pennington. Motherfucker, I thought we were brothers. Or is that your commentary?
That's my commentary.
I'm getting mad.
He didn't say that.
I'm getting mad at this motherfucker.
Don't get mad at him.
I can't get mad at my brother.
Don't get mad at your brother for my evil words. That's all witch. He says, on another note, did Jay Bird get new headphones? Did you tape them up or what? Lana broke them yesterday. Do tell.
Oh, those are new ones.
These are new that'll be breaking in about 3 minutes.
I'm surprised they made it through the show.
I break so much shit.
Seriously, you need to give me your debit card and let me buy a few online and have them
totally.
sent here because I just feel bad for Denny.
I will go $200 deep for headphones because I've broken so many. It's my obligation.
Just buy yourself a few. Yeah,
No,
you'd be
I need to
covered.
buy a bunch. We need some.
Yeah, and
It's
they're-
kind of weird to have Vanilla Ice use your earbuds.
So
when he
those
comes in.
are
Hey, sorry, Vanilla Ice. It's got a little bit of Denny's wax, but he's cool. Kind of sucks when you have that conversation.
Yeah, I get it.
This one is from Jason Aronson, and he says, hey, the other day you guys were talking about Rocco and how he loves sugar and he's a rebel. And the picture of the Van Halen album cover with the kid who's an angel, but he's smoking cigarettes popped into my head. The kid even looks like Rocco. I'm sure Rocco's a sweetheart, but I had to share this with you. Maybe you can superimpose Rocco's face on this, and he does kind of look like Rocco.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Rocco
yeah.
smoking out? It's kind of funny.
If I squint and it's dark, I could that baby totally looks like Rocco.
Yeah.
I like it.
like
Let's
it,
do
yeah.
that. Let's do it. This one's from Denise. It says, so I had my phone on the table, and all of a sudden, a flash went off. And then I see, do you want to see your photo? Facebook does that. Why is it so creepy?
That's creepy.
It scared the crap out of me, and I couldn't find any record of it on my phone. But it looks like Facebook is doing weird stuff to me.
Yeah, it does. It does weird
I think
shit.
look, Denise, people are hacking into your Facebook. People are constantly trying to get all your contact information.
They
and
are.
If your phone is doing weird stuff, turn it off.
Yeah, no, you're right. Good
Literally.
call. And
Turn it off,
and
walk
don't-
away from it. I know it's hard to do,
And
but
be careful on those inbox messages from Facebook with saying, "Hey, Kristen, you were doing this.
Yeah.
I can't believe we got you on video." And you click it, now you got a fucking virus.
don't click on any videos that somebody sends you in your messenger from Facebook that you aren't expecting to come to you. That's just it. Even if you see it's from somebody you know, a lot of times it's a dummy account that's created by a shady person who wants to hack you. Do not click on it, Denise.
Denny's, why you being such a quiet bitch?
Oh, I'm just absorbing.
Okay, very nice.
But yeah, they're right. People will take your information for
What was
sure.
that commentary?
All right.
Oh, no.
This is the last email.
It is.
We're there.
One shot, one more shot. Denny's.
I hate Jameson.
But you love Bird.
All right, give me a shot of vodka. It's down here.
Fish, fish.
I've got a lemon in my purse. Don't ask. I've got
We were trying to do a bit with the lemon.
I've got a whole entire lemon in my purse, and I love me a little vodka and lemon.
Oh, it goes great.
You know what? Do this one. Use this one.
Let's get the sound effect.
Get the sound effect. Oh, you just splashed me in the eye with vodka, you dick.
I can see it in your hair, too.
I'm right eye blind.
So sorry. That's like third eye blind.
You're a fucker.
I'm so sorry.
I want to punch you and give you a new dick scar.
Damn it.
Well, then you can get it fixed, Bird, right
Yeah,
after.
you told me I can get it fixed.
But I know Dr. Rankin will fix your dick scar.
But you also told me dick scars aren't that big of a deal.
They're not.
And chicks think they're badass.
Your dick has been through war.
Chicks like rad scar on your cock, bro.
What happened to your dick? Oh, Virginia shot with a paintball. You're so hot.
Yeah. I like bitches knowing I was there first. Sloppy seconds, ho. That's terrible. I take it back.
That's great.
I love it. I love that. That is vicious. But in all seriousness, though, when you shot me in the nut, that was probably the worst pain I've had on anything we've ever done.
Really?
Yeah, I thought I had to go get surgery.
I thought you were faking. I'm just kidding.
You
I'm just
no,
kidding.
I
I'm
don't
just
think
kidding.
you did. I think you knew.
No,
it.
I knew it was real.
If you go back to the paintball, I think it's
Yeah.
called Paintball Showdown.
Yep, it is.
If you go to that, you see a man literally thinking he's lost a nut.
There's a point, because you get hit and you drop to the ground, but there was a point where we were like, oh, this is real.
You can hear it in Kevin's voice, actually. He goes,
goes, oh.
all right,
Oh,
might
yeah.
have to.
Eh.
Kevin knew that
He
there
knew
was
something
serious
was up.
pain.
You can actually see contact, too, if you watch the slow motion portion.
Dude, it's so weird. You have such a great aim at
I
shit.
do. I don't like guns, but I think I would be on point.
But even
I'd be on point if I shot
but
people.
not only guns though, you're able to throw shit and like if you want to take that lemon right now and throw it right off Denny's nose, you could do it.
You want me to?
Yeah, I guarantee you'll do it. I'll fucking.
Ready?
If you don't do it, I'll
In
The
3,
entire lemon?
2, 1. Bring in the pain.
even better.
I
Maybe right on
you're
the
right.
forehead.
Your fucking head off.
You're like a cowboy
a
slick
shooting
shooter.
gallery. It's like a shooting gallery.
Slick shot.
That
Hey,
could not
can I have
been-
my lemon back?
You just look like a rock star. Then again, I'm kind of drunk, so it's not going to be much to impress me. You knocked off his fucking hat.
Good shooting, Tex.
That was. Wow, I'm kind of wet.
All right, this should be a great sales meeting.
Yeah, you guys are just there for the fun of it.
Gosh, I'm so bummed out. We're having a great time.
No, we're good. We're good. We got one more email left.
Oh, one
More.
email.
One
more. What the fuck, Dennis?
I flipped it because I was following
We're
you.
trying to chant together.
Seriously. We sound intoxicated.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. This one is from Maggie. You know I love a Maggie.
Why do you love a Maggie, Virginia?
My sister's a Maggie and
No,
my
I-
baby girl's a Maggie.
I know about your sister.
I bet you do. When are you going to come to Mardi Gras with us?
She gets divorced. No, I'm just.
Oh, shit.
Oh my gosh,
That got real.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
No.
Just
Comedy.
kidding. Comedy.
Comedy.
Comedy. Oh, Just
Comedy.
kidding.
I laughed.
I think she's great.
You grin, you're in.
Her husband's
Yeah.
great.
I'm not cheering for divorce.
No, I love.
I'm cheering for jokes.
Exactly.
We cheer for jokes.
People are very sensitive these days.
Well, I know you don't mean it.
Of course not.
Fuck, you don't mean it.
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
Are we doing a shot?
Uh,
Is this a pube? What's going on right
Pretty
there?
good chance.
Why is there a pube on your shot?
Why is there a pube on my paperwork?
You gotta show the
Denny.
Suits 0 in. Oh,
I can give it to you. You're gonna drop it.
I won't. No,
Don't drop the pube.
I'm very steady.
Don't drop the pube.
I'm very steady with pubic hair.
Whose pube is that?
Suits.
Damn, that might be one of my pubes. You know? I can
looks
see
like
it from
Denny's
here.
pube.
Yeah, that might
Denny,
be
recognize it.
Why?
well, mine are wavy. They're not curly.
Okay, you got a wave.
I got wavy hair and wavy pubes.
Kind of grossed out the pubic hair somewhere. It fell. I don't know where it's at.
Maybe the alcohol will kill it.
Is it yours? You ain't got pubes.
I have a fubes. So I kept like a landing strip. I didn't want to be totally baldy Ronaldo.
So you have a little fur.
little bit,
Okay.
not a lot.
All right.
But unfortunately for me, my panda loves a bush.
I don't hate a little hair. I'm not
I
gonna lie.
can't give Panda what he wants.
Damn, he likes
Den-
that bush.
Dennis, what are your thoughts on the old bush?
Not a giant fan of the bush.
I'm
no.
not talking circa 73. I'm
No,
saying,
present day, modern day bush.
I'm a little bit of fur.
I like a little bit.
Fur.
It doesn't have to be completely a clean slate, but a little bit of fur.
You say you got a little bit.
Once you go laser, that's it, baby.
It never comes back.
Never comes back. It's a life-changing decision. If I would have known that I was going to marry a man that loved bush, I would have left him a triangle.
Yeah.
That's very
I left
sweet.
him a landing strip.
That's very. Oh, that's still nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
landing
That's
strips.
something.
That's like the perfect one.
But does he like a full on like a messy bush?
Call him.
He wants it untamed.
Call him.
Does he want like an Adam and Eve bush?
Put him on the podcast. Call him.
Okay, yeah. Suits, can you call Panda real quick? We gotta ask him about Virginia's vagina.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
I'll text him his number.
What?
I got a message from our boss.
Our boss? That would be my boss too, right?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
What's she saying?
This is breaking news, everybody.
Okay. I just got to call our boss. That's all.
Why? What's wrong?
Nothing bad. You didn't do anything. She's just doing sales deals and she needs help.
Okay.
all right.
So it wasn't anything
She
like.
wants me to call her before noon. So we got to end this thing quickly.
Could we
Well,
call her on the podcast?
No.
That would be kind of cool, though, in my opinion.
Well, do you want Panda on still?
Yeah, absolutely.
we got, dude. We have 27 minutes.
Yeah, we're good.
Is it about our sales meeting?
No.
Fuck. It's not canceled.
Because you were hoping it was canceled?
Yes,
I knew there
wanted
was
to
a
be
reason.
canceled.
Yeah, I'm just answering her back. Yes, yes, and yes. All of her questions. Yes.
We're talking-
And when you're talking to your boss on text, that is the only answer when they ask you a question. Yes,
Yes.
yes, and yes.
See, I'll try to get fucking creative. Hey, how's it going? What are your thoughts on pierogies? Yeah, and yes. I'm making a thing.
I love it.
I don't think Suits is getting an answer.
Oh, because Panda's listening. He's like, I'm not fucking.
Yeah,
picking
Panda's probably sending us a voicemail.
yeah.
up. Well, you know what? To Virginia and her awesome ass. I meant like as a like a vibe, not your ass actually. Like fucking your ass.
You mean just,
I love that. I love her ass.
I love Virginia's ass, just in general.
Like I love Virginia's ass, not your actual butthole. Oh gosh, that was not good. All right,
All
shoot,
right.
drink.
Drink!
Drink! Oh my gosh. Oh!
I think I broke the glass.
He did break the glass.
Oh my god, I think I broke the glass.
You did. You're gonna have to lay that thing down. Watch out for all that, man. It's glass.
Yeah, I cut my finger. God. Shit, there's glass everywhere.
All right, who had the over-under on 11:30 on the 8th of November? We gave you that glass 2 days ago, and really, you've lasted a lot longer than the over-under.
Dude, quit playing with it. There's so much
Stop.
shrapnel.
Just put it over there. Don't touch it.
Sorry.
Can we read this last email from
Let's
Maggie?
read this last
Let's
one.
get out of here before anybody else gets cut.
You're right. Like cut from your job. God, my fucking hand hurts.
Yeah, man, that's terrible. Glass is so painful.
I think I need stitches. No,
You want a tamp?
I think I need a tamp. Hey, my first rodeo with a tamp.
Hey, KVJ, I could use some advice. This is from Maggie. It says, I have been seeing a therapist once a week for about 5 months now. I had an appointment scheduled for last Friday, but the night before the appointment, the therapist texted me and told me she had to cancel because of a family emergency. She apologized and said she would get back with me as soon as she could. It's now been a week and I have heard nothing from her. She's completely blown me off and I'm bothered by how much, she doesn't care. My boyfriend says I'm overreacting and that I need to stop overthinking things. He says she probably has a perfectly good excuse for not texting me back.
Is it a good excuse?
Sorry, I had a little saliva. They say I should just text her to remind her that I need to set up an appointment. I don't know what to do here. Should I follow my boyfriend's advice and text my therapist first and remind her that I need an appointment? Or should I just find a new therapist that I can count on that remembers to call me back? What should I do?
Didn't hear a fucking word you just said. What is that? Can you paraphrase that in 3
So
seconds?
basically her therapist
Ghosted her, essentially.
ghosted her, and there's a family emergency that the therapist is going through. I don't think a week is that crazy for the therapist to check out.
I had that happen, by
totally.
the way. I had a therapist ghost me. I did.
So imagine the therapist has a parent in hospice who's dying. That needs to be your therapist's sole focus. So a week, 2 weeks, that's life, baby.
And they're humans, too.
They're humans just like you. So here's what you need to do. Find a new therapist. I know you liked your old therapist, but if you need help and you need a constant somebody to talk to, this person has something else going on in their life, and you need to be understanding of that and realize we're all going through shit. You're not the only person going through shit. Your therapist is going through shit too. And if she's not calling you back, I'm sure there's a good reason.
A lot of people don't realize, too, that therapists themselves go to therapists as well.
They have to.
You have to. It's
Did you watch the fucking Sopranos?
You have to. It's part of the gig.
Do you remember me telling you about the one woman I was going to, and she ended up crying while, she started telling me about her problems?
Yeah.
Amazing.
So for the
that's
first,
awesome.
So for the first 2 months, I felt like this woman was really helping me. And then I noticed towards the third month, she started talking about her personal problems. And I thought that was kind of weird because the hour that we had was talking about her, 20 minutes was about her issues. So then the last session I had with her, and I really liked her because I thought she was helping me, she just broke down and started crying and talking about all of her issues. And I became the therapist. And I still wanted to have another therapy session with her, although I was very weirded out by what she was doing. She ghosted me after that. I never heard from her ever again. Never. I think she had a meltdown.
She might have been
I think she had a
embarrassed, too.
breakdown.
It happens. We're all human.
Totally.
To pretend like these therapists are some kind of robots that are superhuman, they're not.
No, it does suck, though, when you're going to somebody to help you keep it together and they fucking fall apart. That was a little...
You're right.
It was tough.
But you know what? Life sucks. And so do people.
But life is also beautiful.
Yeah, you can't.
Half full Denny's over here.
Can't have-
fucking full.
It's all yin and yang, man.
It is. Nothing's great. Nothing's awful.
If everything's always awesome and there's no bad, then you don't know how awesome things are because you have nothing to compare awesome to.
Damn, Denny's.
There's great things and there's awful things, but you're right. Exactly what
There
you're saying.
has to be the bad to have the good, and for everything.
Do y'all want to wrap this up? You want to go another 30 minutes?
No, let's wrap it up.
I don't love it.
You got a sales meeting.
In
That's
10
right.
minutes, and I'm ready to fucking nail it.
Oh, no.
Very cool. And you got to call our boss, I think.
Yeah.
You do got to call our boss. Virginia.
Exciting.
Lots
Do this.
happening.
And act sober.
Well, thank you guys for staying with us the last 4 days. We appreciate it.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
been fun.
The diehards, they stick by us, and we really do honestly appreciate that.
Don't worry, we're back on Thursday with whole new fresh shows. Kevin will be back. Jesus Kev will be back.
There's a rumor, and I don't know if it's all up to Aunt Ann, but I did not put in vacation day for tomorrow. I'm trying to get her in tomorrow for the dirt of the day.
Oh.
Yes. It's all up to Aunt Ann. I don't know if it's going to happen. Please don't be mad at me if it doesn't, but I'm working feverishly to get her in this studio.
What a tease.
That is a
Yeah,
tease.
yeah.
If you don't make it happen, we're all going to be disappointed.
I know you're all going to be disappointed.
I'll have another beer.
I love it. Vicious V. Vicious V.
Jaybird, Jaybird.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.